my channel, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, it's amazing to have you here. Super grateful. If you've not been here before though, guys, let me just tell you, there's no kinks, no curls and no coils left behind on this channel. We are all about hair health, curly and natural hair care routines, and retaining length, increasing your growth rate, and regimens that actually are tried and tested and work. We had amazing feedback, so if you would like, please do join the community by subscribing below. Today we are going to be looking at castor oil. Yes, guys, I actually love this oil so much. I mean, just telling by the size of this particular bottle, it's as big as my head, and let's face it, it's probably a bit too big for my body, but it's all good. I have had a love affair with this oil for well over 7 years. There is nothing that is going to make me part from this oil. Right now in this house, I probably have 5 or 6 different bottles of castor oil. Obviously they're not all that big because that would be hella greedy, but I do like to try all different types to be able to come at you and let you know if they work. Some are in amber and dark colored bottles, some are not, some are cheaper, some are just like drugstore names, some are brand names such as Jamaican black castor oil. I've tried Haitian black castor oil, I've tried them from Shea Butter Cottage, I've tried them from everywhere, and no matter what the price point, I've always found that there's been significant benefit. If you can get the castor oil in a darker bottle, they tend to be higher quality in my experience, but they all still do have something to. So why is it so bomb? It is super thick in texture, really rich in fatty acids of varying different sizes. Also, it has something called ricinoleic acid. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. But essentially what that does is it acts as a stimulant to prostaglandin, which is in high levels in people who have thicker hair. If you have thinner hair or if you're balding, you tend to have lower levels of this prostaglandin. So it thickens hair, it increases growth rate, and I'm going to be spending this video talking to you about how you can incorporate it effectively into your regimen, not only for hair length retention, hydration, thickening of the hair, manageability of the hair, but also for your skin, for your lashes, for your eyebrows. I have done it all. It really is my ride or die, and incomparable to any other oil. An absolute essential, unless you have some specific allergy or you react badly to castor oil for whatever reason. I would highly recommend it in every kinky, curly, coily girl's bathroom slash cabinet slash, you know, boom bam hair growth kit, essentially. So let's get into today's video. Why am I so hyper? I'm just so happy to be here with you guys, honestly. Never would have made it. I think it's a gospel song. But before we get into that, I need to give a massive shout out and thank you to our sponsors for today's video, Skillshare. You guys have supported my channel for the longest time and I'm so grateful. If you didn't know, they're actually an online community and platform where you can go and do distance learning and grow yourself and nourish your mind and take yourself to the next level in any skill that you are looking to develop. It's an amazing platform where you can do anything from learn interior design to, if you wanted to be an illustrator or develop calligraphy or learn a language, literally anything that you want to learn is on this platform. I heard a quote which really resonated with me so much. A girlfriend I was speaking to said to me, "It would be such a shame to leave lockdown the same person that went in." For me, certainly Skillshare is one of those avenues where I am able to grow myself from my own home, and the monthly membership is like less than $10 a month. I'm gonna have a link in the description box if you want to check it out. It allows you to have 2 months of unlimited premium class access where you have tutorials on all the things that I do. Curly Proverbz would never have been born had it not been for this oil, because it allowed me, when I was using it in my scalp massages, to get the manageability of my new growth, to be able to retain moisture and to be able to transition my relaxed and texlaxed hair out long term. I never big chopped. I just grew it out using this oil. It allowed me to realize that, hey, it's not impossible for you to work with your natural hair. You can get a comb through it. It is beautiful, and I'm really grateful to this oil for that. So I would highly recommend that you use it in scalp massages if you're trying to thicken your hair and increase hair growth. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way, and then we're gonna go down in sections like this. I have found that this is the best way just to be consistent with the application. So you can see that the hair has been really roughly parted. And then you can either then drop the oil onto your scalp, or you can put it onto your fingers and then make sure that you are getting it onto the scalp. And then I'm just gonna do this to make sure that that whole section is properly covered. I used to join the Sunshine Hair Leicester Castor Oil Challenges, guys. They were my staple. I was religious with it. Before I went on to develop my use of castor oil in different recipes, I was just using straight castor oil with peppermint and rosemary put in, and my results were honestly amazing. The other thing is, it really does seal in moisture like no other oil, particularly if you have high porosity hair. To be honest, it works for everybody, but it's definitely one of the heavier oils. The texture of it is a lot more like honey. So once you've gone in and you've done your deep conditioner and you've applied your leave-in, if you apply your castor oil and then twist your hair, it is amazing for locking in hydration. Like literally 5 days later, I can be ready for wash day and my hair still feels soft, still feels hydrated, still feels extremely nourished. Okay, so people who have been suffering with hair loss, with hair thinning, with alopecia, with extremely patchy hair growth have had amazing results with castor oil. So definitely look into using it for scalp massages if you fall into any of those categories. What I would say though is, if you are suffering with hair fall, if you are suffering with alopecia, especially because it's a heavy oil, you need to be super gentle, very light-handed with the massage techniques that you employ, and minimize your general manipulation. Once you've done the massaging, just minimize the rest of the manipulation of your hair. I love that you can just put a teaspoon or two of this, like literally a teaspoon is good for me, into any deep conditioner. You could be like the most blah deep conditioner like that ever existed, and you will be elevated to literally touching the heaven status as a deep conditioner. So yeah, mix a teaspoon of this into your deep conditioner and add in some honey because it's a humectant, and girl, thank me later. If you do this tip, come back, tell the other naturals and curlies below how bomb it actually is. I don't know about anyone else, but during this time of this pandemic, obviously we've been encouraged to wash our hands like crazy, and I have been doing so. I've been trying to keep with regularly washing my hands, like moving from one task to another, even answering the door if I've got mail or whatever. I'm being really, really consistent with washing my hands. And the other thing is, being at home with nothing else to do, I have been deep cleaning and decluttering, and all the use of product has really stripped my skin of hydration to the point where I literally was developing not just cracks but sores on my skin. Dermatitis, I would go so far as to say, very crackly, cracking, really, really ashy skin. And let me just tell you, Wash your hands, and the next time you wash your hands, apply this, then blot your hands dry to get rid of the excess, and your skin is hydrated. It works amazingly for stretch marks, guys, prevention of stretch marks, and even the fading of stretch marks if you already have it. This point was proved to me when I was pregnant, guys. I've had 2 babies, they're gorgeous and life to me, and in my genetics, we are prone to stretch marks. I mean, literally going through puberty, I got stretch marks. My mum had stretch marks and her mother before her. So it's definitely in my genes, especially during pregnancy with the ladies of my family, to get stretch marks. But the truth be told, where I was applying the castor oil, which is chiefly on my stomach, not a one stretch mark did I get. And bear in mind, my mum had quite pronounced stretch marks, particularly coming up from the base of her bum, which she's been able to fade over time using oils. But where I wasn't applying it, so for example at my hips and my back, I actually developed stretch marks there, which I was able to fade down reasonably well. There was a study that actually looked at aging of the skin in the winter, and they found that when we are going in with our hot drinks, particularly coffees and teas, which we are very guilty of in the UK, if anything happens like, cup of tea, would you like a cup of tea? Like, that's literally our favorite line. You've come home, you've had the worst day, the first thing anyone's gonna say is, I'll put the kettle on, love. It's just our way of life. And the study found that we can age up to 5 years in the winter just because they looked at all different age indicators of the skin, because we are dehydrating our skin with all these coffees and teas, and not only that, we are exposing our skin to the elements with nothing to lock in our moisture. Again, most moisturizers cannot bear up under really seriously cold conditions, and that's why people have chapped skin, chapped lips, which by the way, castor oil is also good for chapped lips. Now, if you have had a problem with thinning lashes, I know I've been having my eyebrows, which by the way, some people are offended by the thickness of my eyebrows, and do you know what I have to say to them? You get your eyebrows how you like and leave my eyebrows the heck alone. Over waxing, over plucking, over threading of my eyebrows repeatedly over probably the course of, yikes, dare I say, 18 years of getting my eyebrows plucked, tweezed, waxed, or whatever, really started to cause my eyebrows to thin. My brows were growing back a lot less quickly, and castor oil sorted me out in that respect and really helped me to thicken my eyebrows back, because I noticed that this part of my brows was really thinning. So castor oil really helps me with that. Also, there is a notable difference if I use castor oil on my lashes. The growth increase, the thickness and the length of them after probably about 4 days to a week is notably different, and after a month it's just like, really, like it's crazy. It's really difficult to believe the difference to your natural eyelashes. The oil is fantastic for infusing with other herbs and mixing with other oils. I love to mix in a 50-50 ratio of olive oil and castor oil, or carrot oil and castor oil, and throw in my fenugreek seeds, throw in some henna, and when I tell you length, retention for the ends is insane. When I tell you strength for those follicles, when I tell you increasing the density of your follicles, throw in some amla as well. Honestly, no joke. Growth stimulation, the thickening, the amount of visible scalp, that you decrease the amount of visible scalp by using this mix in your hair. Okay, so, and this is the last use of castor oil, which I have not really heard many people talk about this use of castor oil, but it's wonderful for deep cleansing the skin. In order to remove any dirt and grime that's on the surface of your skin, what you can do is you can go with the castor oil in gentle circular motions all over your skin. and then you can wipe, or you could then wash, but you're going to need to follow up with a gel cleanser or a wash, a face wash, whatever it is that you use to remove your makeup / SPF, or just the grime of the day. Sometimes people prefer to wash and then apply the castor oil. I wouldn't recommend this if you've necessarily worn makeup, but after you've actually cleansed your face, apply castor oil or a castor oil coconut mix to your skin, and then steam, and then wipe your face. You will be shocked as to how much grime has actually been pulled out of your skin onto your face cloth, or your muslin that you're using to wipe your face afterwards. Then you just go in with a cold splash of water, and your skin is cleansed, is hydrated, and you're ready to go about your business. If you found this video to be useful, please do give me a thumbs up. It massively supports my channel. It lets me know what you're interested in, and it also lets YouTube know that you value content like this, and it helps with my channel growth, etc. So I would really appreciate you doing that. If you don't want to miss out on any more content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you know when I upload my next video. I'm thinking of doing a very similar video for Amla. If that's something that you would like, then let your girl know. Also, comment below, have you used castor oil and has it been as boss as your girl is saying? Other subscribers want to know. But until our next video, guys, take care of yourself. Seriously, 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 take care of yourself and take the time to grow your mind, to nurture your spirit, and to nurture your creativity. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.